Yo, GameBro here, and this is Let's Play Majora's Mask. This is where the game really gets started. Though we are free from the curse, we can put on the mask anytime, and yeah. That sounds painful, doesn't it? Put on or take off the mask anytime you wish. It will not be optional. There are times where you have to switch to a Deku Scrub. So, what are these owl statues? They said I'll explain before. Well, first of all, slice it. Opening the wings. There are two things it does. One, you can save your progress and quit here. Like if you're on day 3 or day 2, whatever, like outside of a dungeon or doing whatever, if you like want to continue somewhere between the 72 hours and not have to start over, you know, playing the Song of Time, you can speak to those owl statues and you'll start from where you left off, but of course you'll have to play the Song of Time eventually. A second thing it does, later on we'll learn a song that will as you get that heart piece, that will warp you to those owl statues. They're like 10 or a dozen or so in all, give or take a few, so you can warp there anytime, like once you have sliced them, of course, otherwise it will not work. So you get the heart piece. And how are like non-athletic kids supposed to get on that slide? How? I couldn't get up there. There's a Deku Scrub. Well, that was weird. They just roll off and not flick backwards. Well, anyway, what we have to do, well, not have to, but strongly recommend doing, we're gonna play hide and seek tag with the bombers again, so we can actually get something out of them besides like the code, the password to get in. And as Human Link, you'll be able to save it with what else we receive once we catch all 5 of the bombers tomorrow morning. So much time. Fail. Same spots as usual. You can try rolling them, like catch them off guard. Although difference between rolling and spinning as the Deku Scrub, you won't have control of moving left or right. You won't have any control at all. Run into me. I don't want to leave the north side. Oh, that's not fair. That is not fair. Damn it. Okay, try again. And the guard doesn't give a damn about that kid. And he's even younger than I am. Why is he stopping me but not him, huh? Why? What the hell? Does the guard hold a grudge against me and the Deku Scrub version of me for some reason? Okay, this is ridiculous. And here's something that's another thing that's ridiculous but works. Or works sometimes. Running backwards is actually faster than running forwards. It's an obvious thing for speedrunners to do. It's about time! It shouldn't have taken as long as it did. For sake. Slicing grass. Speaking of which, I would like to get some rupees. So let's get the leader. If I'm at the right angle, this will work. Whoa. No need to slice the kid now. I know running backwards is ridiculous, but I do know much of the design by heart and such. Yeah, this is a bit harder as a human. Why is this taking longer than it has to? I don't usually struggle with this much. See? I got him by running backwards. I've just put Michael Jackson to shame. And one with the cuckoo. Or no. Roll into it, so we'll give it a chance to run. And yes, here's something else I'd like to show. Or actually, there are two things I'd like to show. One of which is a treasure chest in this area. But first, I'm playing what's called the Double Song of Time, which a Scarecrow teaches you if you allow it to. I didn't, because it's not like Banjo-Kazooie where you have to speak to that character to learn it. What it does, you'll either go into the future 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. depending on if it's day or night. It's not exactly 12 hours, it's 6 a.m. or p.m. depending on what time it currently is. And here's like a secret to getting treasure chests. I'm sure this isn't the right way to do it. Maybe I'm supposed to get a hook shot or something, but yeah, that's a great way to grind for rupees. Before I leave this, well, there are two reasons not to leave this. The stray fairy's here instead of the laundry pool. That's where it'll be during nighttime. Keep that in mind. You'll not find it at the laundry pool during daytime. But yes, we'll need to return to the same great fairy. And another reason, there's still one bomber you have to tag. And it won't count if you're a dick or scrub, even though it's still running away from you for some reason. Oh boy. There we go. See, those kids just run all over the freaking place. Actually, it's probably best if I hit this way. And the final kid, again, same spot. And I may as well deposit some rupees while I have the max. We won't have the max for long. Before I speak to the kid, I'm gonna warp to the northern side. I don't want to do that just yet. What I need rupees for, there's a game I'd like to play that will require all 3 days. You have to play those 3 days in a row. That minigame requires 10 rupees. In case I screw up, I don't think I would, but 1, 2, 3 rupees. 123 rupees. But you'll see that minigame for too long. See? It works. It really works. I know it's ridiculous, but whatever. If it works, it works. So as a human, they allow us to be a bomber too, and we receive the notebook from him. He'll give us a password, the code, and with this you can keep track of it. You won't have to tag with him ever again. You can head into their hideout whenever. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And while on the north side, which is where that mini game is, there's something else I need to do here. But I should probably explain that notebook a bit. I think I went through text pretty quickly. Basically there are 20 people in town. Just in this town, not anywhere else in the entire game, that you do side quests or for that you can do favors. receiving. Why did I switch back? I need to be dick. Where you're either like usually either receive a heart piece or a mask for it. See, with the notebook you can keep track of who you have assisted, or at least who you have spoken to that you can assist. See, you'll be able to keep track of like which heart pieces you got when it comes to these side quests, at least. But because there's so many heart pieces, yeah. Without working on an LP, you'll be able to keep having footage, keep track. Good luck getting all the heart pieces. I've never done it before, but with recording footage, I should be able to find them all this time. See what we need to do in this mini game, and defeat in under a minute and 15 seconds. What we need to do. Don't fall off, otherwise you have to start over. Why didn't I go for this one? That's the third last. I think I can make it to the blue rupee, but I can just like barely make it. Also, one thing to mention, you do not just instantly drop by staying midair for too long. It all depends on how far of your distance you went. That's a strange name for anybody. Yes, we shall do that. So, I definitely have time. It's almost not really worth cutting to midnight, which is when we need to be here. We need to wait just a little bit. Yeah, I got quite a bit of rupees out of it. I think yeah, I should be able to deposit and get the adult wallet for too awfully long, but that'll probably be for the next part. Saying that makes you sound even more suspicious. It's common knowledge, dude. So just wait an hour, equivalent to 45 seconds. I don't think I mentioned, but every hour in this game I have kept track is roughly 45 seconds. And if you play the inverted Song of Time, did I mention it already? But play the Song of Time backwards, down A right, and you'll slow down time, giving you 3 times as much, well, time until the moon drops on the 4th day. 4th day, all it is just a bad ending. I'll probably show it off sometime. But for now, so an elderly lady will be coming. Or is it... Oh. I know nothing. So wait until 12:30, and that suspicious guy will try to steal from that elderly woman. What do you do? Slice him once. Drop the luggage and yeah. I don't have to slice him anymore, but I'm doing it just for the hell of it. Why did the guard not stop the thief? Why did he just let him go? Jeez. That makes no sense. And again, they just let younger children just run around him. closer to the Charminer fields than I'll be unless I actually speak to him. But here we got the Blast Mask. So even though we spoke to her, not added to the notebook, strangely. But here, it's the first completely optional mask. The Blast Mask. What does it do? Well, you don't actually transform into something. Most masks do not, so let's put it on. Be sure to put out your shield before you press B. And pressing B, boom. That's what it does. After a while, you'll be able to explode again. I haven't kept track of how long. But yeah, it's basically infinite bombs, but you have to wait like every 15 and 20 or so seconds. But we shall continue on the next part. This is Game Bro. See you all in the next video.